Hey guys, BossFella here, and today we're talking wrestling, and this is specifically towards the WWE Draft that's happening on July 19th, if I recall, which is the first Monday after Battleground.
And it's the very first live. Wait, it's on
no,
SmackDown.
it's on the first it's on the first live SmackDown, which will be following Tuesday after.
It's on Tuesday because
the old drafts were done on Raw. I believe they were always done on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So
this
is the
first time it's been done on SmackDown.
First time it's done on SmackDown.
This because it's going to be the first live episode of
SmackDown.
Because it's a big event thing. So it'd be really weird to see how the Raw plays out beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work. But
basically,
basically,
you're going to see a lot of people losing belts. I reckon.
I'd say you probably see debuts then as well.
I don't think you know. Well, I think you might see the odd debut then, but I think there might be one or two. But I think a lot of the debuts would be saved for say there'll be well, it depends on no one knows who the SmackDown manager's going to be yet, and no one knows if it's going to be both Stephanie and
you know who I'm going to say. Yeah,
it should be Paul Heyman. But
yeah, it should be.
But
he doesn't want it.
My love would be Mick Foley and Sting on either brand. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
but they're not experienced enough, so I don't know.
And the fact that you need experience.
Anyhow, okay. Say the Raw GM. Say the Raw GM at the time. I think in the draft they would say my next pick is Finn Balor, and that's when you see the debut of Finn Balor on the thingy, and then obviously later that night his storyline will develop.
His role on the brand.
So I'm basically, we're all going to be giving our opinions on certain things, but I'm going to be asking questions to Carl and Noddy Holder here.
And we're obviously going to be giving sensible and actual answers.
And Tom crap as video goes on.
Yeah, because he's been a dick. So.
But so for the first question, 4 single stars for each brand.
God, he doesn't have to start off with who do you think?
So what? A big 4 people for each brand.
4 people for each brand, but mostly as single stars. This can also include splitting up tag teams, but you have to mention each tag team in which brand. But yeah,
right.
And then I'm going to say the tag teams later on.
Could have asked something simple like that. Where do you think the belts are going?
That's what let's go with that. Right,
so stars first. So,
yeah, Raw's going to be Reigns, Rollins. I'm going to say Big Cass. And, I don't know, actually. I don't know who else I'd throw in there as it stands.
And this is for Raw?
Yeah. And for SmackDown, Ambrose, Cena.
I guess you include Enzo because you said Cass.
Yeah, Enzo would go SmackDown.
Mm.
And did you not say Brock Lesnar was going to go SmackDown?
Well, this is yours, man. This is what you think.
Yeah.
No, but off the top of my head,
it's also who you'd like to see in that brand.
I'm thinking realistically, but that's what I'm saying. At the minute. For rarity, I'm actually thinking like Tom does.
Yeah. Don't do it too often, please.
No, I'm not going to. Trust me.
Thank God.
Okay, so what are you saying? 3 for each, are you?
I'm going to say 3 for each just because I can't think of people.
As you've said 3 for each, I'm going to say...
wait, actually, in fact, I'll throw Charlotte Raw.
Who?
Charlotte.
Oh yeah, I'm going to say Divas later on.
Okay, fine.
Divas?
Yeah,
women's wrestlers.
Women's wrestlers, you
I'm so used to it because they keep using the women's title as a Divas title at the moment. Until they actually officialise it as being a women's title, women's matches and everything, then yeah, fair enough. Go to NXT for all of that. But yeah, okay, so if you're saying 3, then I'll go to Will.
Yep.
3 for each side.
Right, can we say people who are coming up from NXT?
That'll be later. So this is current main roster.
Oh, okay.
So,
you can tell he's got this all planned out.
Yeah. Now that he says current, it kind of helps.
Should have stated that before.
SmackDown will be, I think, get the main stars out of the way. So I think you'll have Lesnar, seeing as that rumour's flying about, and you can imagine them just going there anyway, and maybe jumping ship every now and then. Being one of the only people, if the only person that could do it. So Lesnar, Cena, Styles.
Okay. Actually, Styles suit SmackDown, I think.
It's just
I think Styles is one of these universal ones that will suit either.
But I mean,
I think Styles is more SmackDown, to be perfectly honest.
I don't think that at all. I think if you want to say,
I think SmackDown has a face, Raw as a heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think it's universal. But yeah, so
he's not a TV remote, is he? Jesus. But
yeah.
Yeah, for SmackDown, because obviously if you have like 2/3,
that's actually quite a solid 3 for SmackDown.
If you have 2 out of the 3 Shield members on Raw, and everyone's gonna love that.
Yeah.
Then obviously you need something to rival it, which is why they're doing this with SmackDown in the first place.
So I'm guessing you're picking 2 Shield members for Raw.
Yeah, I'll probably say Reigns and Rollins, and Owens.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Solid pick.
I'd say Owens, Raw, and Sami Zayn would probably be SmackDown. Because they need to split
I'm
up
really
or
enjoying
something.
Sami Zayn, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think everyone is. It's just his music, isn't it?
I would go personally for Raw. I'd go for Rollins. Definitely Rollins.
Yeah.
As the star of Raw.
Hand away from absolute cash, yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Solid Raw. Like Reigns, I think I don't think he will be like. Even though they want him to be a star man, I think Rollins will always be ahead of Reigns.
Yeah.
No matter what. And then I'd probably so I'd say Rollins, Owens, and I'm gonna say probably Big Cass.
You'd agree with Cass,
Yeah.
would you?
Probably Big Cass.
Okay, so
Even though I'd love to keep them together, I see a massive singles future for Cass.
So we agree that Rollins is definitely going to be the guy on Raw.
Rollins should be the guy on Raw. But then I think again Rollins could universally be SmackDown as well. But I think to be the proper heel, that they want him to be, even though he should be a face right now. I think Raw is the best place for him. For SmackDown, I'll probably go Brock Lesnar. Because obviously that rumor is going around. Otherwise, Sami Zayn on SmackDown.
Yep.
You know, so you split them up, but then there's also the future of bringing them back together for that, continue that feud without getting stale too quick.
Possibility if they do that
Because
with
they will fight forever. I'd love to see them team up at one point.
I'd be happy to watch them fight forever because every match they're in together is gold.
I'd love to see them as reluctant tag team partners.
That would be hilarious.
And then the other one for SmackDown, I'd say Ambrose. Okay, so 2 main roster women for each brand.
You kind of started on that anyway, didn't you?
So I'd say Charlotte definitely for Raw. And possibly Sasha. Then I'd go Becky. And I actually think who else is not bad for women's roster from that.
What
Paige,
on the main
Paige,
roster?
Dana Brooke, Natalia. You got
so Paige, Natalia from
Naomi, Tamina,
SmackDown. Becky and Natalia from SmackDown.
Becky and Natalia. So you like keeping that kind of feud that's going on at the moment, which is that's going into ground massively. Okay, so
it's difficult not to choose the same that Kyle did, but I'll try.
Because also we're not thinking of NXT.
No, I know that. That's why.
It's just again, it's adding to the difficulty.
A little, but
it will come into it though. But,
I'd go with Charlotte on Raw because that's probably where the women's title will be defended a lot more.
Charlotte on Raw, okay.
Yeah.
So
see, I don't want to. I'll probably say Sasha for Raw just because
right, okay.
It just seems.
It seems natural for her
it
to
does.
go there.
I mean, she debuted and she came back a few weeks ago on it. So, but for SmackDown, I think Emma.
When she's recovered.
That's what I mean, because she's still main roster,
okay.
so she's just injured. Emma, and because I think she could be the top heel on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And Dana Brooke, as well.
So team the end.
In a way.
As they call themselves. Okay, my pick. SmackDown, you have Sasha.
Yep.
And Becky.
Oh.
Because Sasha has said that she'd love to be on SmackDown because that's where her idol mainly wrestled, Eddie Guerrero. So she said that she would love to be on SmackDown, so it makes sense to put on SmackDown.
It does.
And she would be the star woman of SmackDown.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Charlotte, yes, Raw. With Charlotte, I would probably put. It's between. I'll probably say Paige, just because I think Paige might work better on SmackDown, but I'm trying to think of other ones that could contest for the women's title. What you have at the moment is Paige, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha.
I suppose
they're the big
it
four
depends
at
on
the
Del
moment
Rio.
until Bailey goes up.
Yeah.
It depends where Del Rio goes, I think, as well.
To me, again, he can do either, but I'd say how he's at the moment, I'd say more Raw. But
I only say that because of Paige.
yeah, but yeah, okay. So I'll give you the pick on 2 or 3 tag teams for Raw SmackDown. I don't know whether 2 might be a bit easier for people or.
I think I could do 3.
We're making a team or we're.
If you want, you can do, but obviously know who's in
So
the
like
team.
two teams
team
and
if you want,
two teams and a team that we'd like to see.
And they can even include the tag team, the people that you said in your stars.
Yeah.
But really, those stars are singles. But I mean,
Yeah. I'm not even sure if he's coming back because, as far as I know, he's out indefinitely with injury.
Kid.
But yeah, Kid Cesaro on SmackDown.
I'm not sure if I can see Kid coming back. Yeah.
No, I can't.
I was gonna say
he's been really depressed because of the whole injury and everything like that.
Don't get.
It's like the slightest force can like.
Don't
shift
get me
his
wrong.
neck or something.
I love Joe, but after that happens, like, oh Joe, you killed him.
I'd like to say if Kid came back, I'd like to say he could probably only do NXT, but then he'd just be minor parts of NXT. But then again, I see NXT as being a bit more full on.
No, but
Yeah.
he's been a part of some of the best matches in NXT.
He's been part of a few good matches. Yeah.
Exactly.
Sane's the one who's been part of the most best matches in NXT.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm guessing you're just going to say Kid and Cesaro.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kid Cesaro.
And so, you can pick 2 more, 1 more is up to you. I don't know what's easier for people.
I don't know. It's really hard to.
Whatever you decide on, obviously.
We'll just let it fly.
I was gonna say I'm not quite as informed as you two are. So
It's funny because you watch a lot more of it than I do now.
I watch a lot of NXT, and that's about it.
Yeah, but still,
Everyone
that's
watch
where a lot of
NXT.
stuff. That's where a lot of stuff goes through nowadays.
So I'm just gonna do 1 per brand because otherwise I'm gonna be here all damn day.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
say,
max of 2 per brand. So
Yeah.
I've got 2 in my mind for.
and I'll
each
just
thing.
go for I reckon American Alpha goes straight to Raw.
And again, that's the NXT, but okay. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
there's rooms of them come up anyway, isn't
Yeah.
there?
Okay. Well.
The Dudleys on Raw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
Okay.
Vaudevillains on SmackDown.
Okay.
Yeah, if that works.
If they don't split them,
What the hell?
if they
Ignore
don't
that, people.
if they don't split them, which they will probably.
Well,
But
if they
I
can't
can
SmackDown.
imagine Enzo and Cass being on either. I'd say Raw personally, because then I don't know. It's just
Raw for Cass, yes. Because
yeah, but
Cass
as,
aside,
like
but
as a team,
as a
like this before if they do get split and
it's
whatever.
hard, yeah.
And
So you're saying Enzo and Cass for Raw?
yeah, so
Okay.
one more for SmackDown.
Now you got one
I said
form
Raw.
NXT on SmackDown, one
Yeah.
form NXT on Raw makes sense.
Because they're main roster.
Okay,
And I want to try and think of a face team for SmackDown.
I'm just gonna throw out there. Where would New Day go?
I'm
They stay where they
going to
are,
bring
okay.
them up. Don't you worry.
Yeah, but that's like factions.
Okay, fine.
But still, it's technically the attack team.
And
so it counts.
Club to follow AJ probably.
And that's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking Club for SmackDown to follow AJ, but it'd be interesting to see them being split by the draft.
Yeah.
And then Balor takes control
I
of
mean,
the club, and then
I
you
was
have the
gonna
whole
say,
Balor AJ.
But if
Oh, you mean the crap Balor Club versus
No,
the
no,
actual Bullet Club?
Balor Club's actually been dropped now. They've dropped the license, so there's no. Like,
It's
I
just
think
the
if
club.
Balor was to come up, he would, like, and he was to be part, have
He'd
Balor
probably-
Club,
yeah.
it'd be the club still. Which, in my opinion, that name's a bit naff because it's a bit loose.
Yeah, but
it's worked so far. So
Yeah, but it's like it's both like
it's Bullet Club without
Balor
being
Club
Bullet
and Bullet Club.
Yeah.
It's like it's just
the
simpler.
club. They've always had club in the name, so yeah. Okay, my pick. New Day on SmackDown.
Okay.
Because obviously, like, to me, I've always seen SmackDown as more the kid-friendly, was more the adult sort of.
I don't know. SmackDown's more tag team
that's-
divisions as
This
well.
is because when I was younger, I used to watch SmackDown.
Ted Law.
I used to watch SmackDown because that used to be on Sky One the following day.
Asshole.
So I used to watch SmackDown then. So I always
Yeah.
felt SmackDown was the young one, and then the Raw was more for like more. Not R-rated content, but they're like Raw was more PG-14.
Wow, Raw was Kane. Well, yeah.
Which I should have watched more Raw, but.
And executing people's
But yeah,
nuts.
so New Day for SmackDown, and yeah, I'll probably say Ford Villains, and then for Raw, I'd say Club. I'm going this way. And
Swinging that way.
Club as in Gallows Anderson. Yeah, so I'd say that's more Raw to be more fast.
And Dudley Boys for Raw, because Dudley Boys are like,
No, because
if you're gonna keep Dudley Boys together, they're Raw. Whenever I see them on SmackDown, it's just something. It doesn't feel like. I feel like they do more in Raw. I don't know.
They're just putting over teams, aren't they?
At the moment, yeah.
Oh, like Bubba or Bully, whatever you want to call it, like sound like that tweet.
I said, who did I say for SmackDown? I said New Day and
Wardvillains.
And no one I could have said for SmackDown is Lucha Dragons.
No, yeah. I don't know. I was thinking
I don't see them on Raw. I see them on SmackDown.
I don't see them together for very much longer, so that's why I didn't say anything about them.
It's hard to say. Okay, so going on to the NXT side on who's bringing it up. Okay, so 2 male stars from NXT to go up on each round.
This is actually going to be a little difficult.
Okay.
Because there's 3 of them.
Joe
on Raw
and Balor for Raw.
Yeah, okay.
Aries, Knack, SmackDown.
Aries and who?
Knack.
Okay.
I would say... Wherever the club go, Balor will go as well. But I can predominantly see Balor going on Raw. And... Who else is there? Who else can I say? I don't know what it is. Ty Dillinger on SmackDown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because he's so over.
Yes.
I really enjoy Ty Dillinger.
There's more you can do with Dillinger on main roster.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know if it's a perfect 10 gimmick will get over, but there's more you can do with him.
And maybe that because I don't want to say, I don't want to say the normal what Kyle said.
Yeah.
I mean I think that CN guy, if they put him on the main roster, he'll be on SmackDown as well. A high flyer. I mean if the Lucha Dragons get done, the matches you can have with them guys, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
Well, that guy's just come on.
Yeah. And then obviously Balor for Raw, like I said, and then it's so difficult to choose after that, because then you've got so many.
Let's get put out there. Elias Sampson, if you're ever going to listen to us, just leave. Give up.
I think maybe
there's potential for Elias Sampson, but it's just I don't know. He's something missing from him. I don't think it's his finisher. His finisher's a naff.
Now we're off subject.
There's something missing from his moveset to actually get him over.
Yeah, it's hitting someone with the guitar.
Yeah, he needs to be a bit more army.
But yeah, like Raw, my other pick for Raw would probably be Knack.
Okay.
Just because then Balor and Knack can have a match on the main roster.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's
not that's a mania-worthy match.
But that's not to take away anything about Joe or Aries or anyone else on the NXT roster.
For me, Balor Raw, yeah, because I don't know what I see Balor more like his demon side as Raw and his normal just Balor side as SmackDown.
But he's not going to be on both shows.
To me,
come on.
He could. No, he won't do because there's special occasion pain in it. So
Cody Rhodes.
And like I was saying about putting the club on Raw.
I think Cody Rhodes.
Oh, you should really look him up, Carl. He's really really good.
Don't mean Stardust.
He's going to be an Arrow in the next season, so. Yeah.
Is he?
Stephen Amell personally did that as well.
Stardust / Cody Rhodes is going to be on. But I don't know if he's going to be playing like a Stardust-esque character or if he's going to be... Yeah.
But anyway, topic.
Yeah. As I said, the club on Raw, I'm going to say Balor on Raw.
Yep.
And then Balor takes control of the club, and then you have, in the future, that feud with AJ Styles, which I'd love to see. Then, for Raw, I'm stuck between Aries or Joe. Because I see Joe as Raw, but I also see Aries as Raw. And it's... I think we've kind of, for the moment, seen enough of Joe versus... Balor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'm going to say Aries.
I think that's a really fair point to make.
I want to say Joe for SmackDown then, but I can't see Again, I can't see Nakamura as SmackDown. I see him more as a Raw. I see myself.
That's why I tried. That's why I was thinking of other people, because then I couldn't really decide.
For SmackDown, Kyle's going to hate this.
He is, obviously.
And it is one I don't see going up straight away. It takes a bit of time to develop him still. No way, Jose. Put him in New Day.
No. I'm not a fan of Guy, and I'm not a fan of New Day, but I do agree. He's a New Day member waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I said that from the very beginning.
Or even him with Fandango, I think would work. Him with Tyler Breeze could work.
No, not Tyler Breeze.
No, him with Fandango sounds better.
But Tyler Breeze is SmackDown.
Tyler Breeze
Because
he made his debut on SmackDown.
They would both be dancing on the way to the ring. How cool would that be?
Actually, yeah, Fandango and
Oh, there's actually
there's
someone we missed as well.
No Way Jose, and I'm gonna go Hideo on SmackDown. But obviously he's got to take a bit more time with Cuban because he only just came back. But
yeah, I was going to say he's only just come back.
Again, I would like to see him team with Nakamura at some point, but at the moment, well, no, I think it would be a brilliant tag team. Just thinking the potential of that. But yeah, so I'm going to say Jose and Hideo for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Okay, so one women from NXT to go up to each.
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna take something.
This is gonna be really obvious. So that
yours is.
No. All right. So I'm gonna go. I'd probably put Carmella on Raw.
Okay.
Not.
I would have decided more the other way, but okay.
Yeah, I would have gone with SmackDown.
No, that's fair.
If you're putting Enzo and Cass on Raw, then you might as well put.
That's only if she gets put with them.
Yeah, no, that's true.
That's what I mean. If you put if she has to go with anyone. If they split Enzo and Cass up, if she goes with anyone, she'd be better with Enzo.
Yeah.
Even though she's dating Cass,
but
she'd be better with Enzo. It's just something they have that sort of charisma about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but the thing is, Enzo has for charisma. He's the mouthpiece of the team.
Yeah, but it's not. That's not the take away from Cass.
But then again, Cass has got great.
Cass has got good skills.
Yeah. But when you see Enzo and Cass's package, you see strengthening Cass.
I still see Mike's skills in Cass as well, though, because like.
No, but
I'm attracted from him.
Basically, when you see Enzo, it's like
with his little singles run.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Future US champion, I think Enzo.
Did you say one?
One from each.
So you say Carmella.
Yeah.
So you said Carmella for Raw, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that I don't want to say the obvious ones because there's a couple of them. You know what that's gonna.
I think mine are gonna be obvious. So.
You know what my number both would be, and I'd have relatively good reasons both. But,
yeah, I'd imagine.
And we know what those reasons would be, but anyhow, I'm not sure who that really leaves, to be honest, because after minute, the NXT Women's Division is pretty much. Apart from like all the big names.
If you want, you can put two on each, because I've actually just came up with no one for
two on each.
Yeah, two from for each brand, if you wanted. So yeah, you got Carmella and Raw. That's it.
Yeah, so they're pretty much Alexa Bliss for SmackDown.
Okay.
Which now I'm thinking about that. I can't tell if I'd swap those over, but
you could do.
You could, but I don't think it's all that important at this point in time.
But yeah, so you're gonna pick one or two for each.
I see what I can do. But I'd pick, this is obvious, but I'd pick Nia Jax for Raw. I'd just love to see her run through everybody on Raw. Yeah. Like, literally steamroll everyone.
I think Nia Jax is doing really well at the minute.
I just want to, because they've never really had a monster.
She's the playboy of NXT. She keeps losing her feuds.
Yeah. But it's not that she's bad. No, she's doing well for what she is.
She's going against people that are just too over for her to beat.
It's that because obviously they can't really do much with her in the ring. She tries.
At the moment.
But yeah. So
I don't like her finisher. Again, her finisher.
No, she doesn't need.
Her finisher should be a slower drop. So.
No, that power bomb that she was
or something like that, just rather than that leg drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's too reminiscent of someone else.
It worked for him back in the 80s.
I'll personally say I don't like leg drop as a finisher. It's just so boring.
Oh, Famous was a leg drop, man.
No, that's different though, because it was kind of like
when I say drops the air.
Yeah, when I say a leg drop, I mean where the person's laying on the ground and the leg drop and the leg just goes over the neck. Okay, it's like to me that's whereas a Famous was kind of like sort of they're sort of like
leg over and face
it's kind of like a scissor kick and stuff like that, and there's a bit of a difference to it. But yeah, okay, so yeah.
So Nia Jax for Raw, just because, like I said, I just love to see her steamroll through everyone.
There's more to do with Nia Jax on the main roster.
Yeah.
Much more. She could win feuds on the main roster.
Yeah.
I mean, they had that, was it Billie Kay? She was on SmackDown the other day, wasn't she?
Yeah, it's just like sort of enhancement.
It's because everyone's in friggin' Hawaii.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd probably go with Alexa Bliss on SmackDown.
Hawaii was in Japan. Yeah, it was in Japan.
Some of them were in Hawaii. Some of them were in Japan. Oh, they went from Hawaii to Japan.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you, Instagram, for the for letting us know where all these superstars are involved. Alright, so...
Yeah, I just picked them two, just to make it simple. I'll
Was
let
it
you...
Nia Jax for Raw and...
Alexa Bliss for SmackDown.
Okay. I'm going for the obvious choice of having Asuka on Raw.
Boo!
See, I wasn't going to do this.
We should do the QI thing where we pick the most obvious answer.
With Alexa Bliss on Raw.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why I feel she's more Raw than SmackDown. I think she could work on SmackDown.
Is that because you think
but
that
I think
Nat
as a
should be
as a
on
heel,
Raw?
she's Raw.
Yeah.
And because she wears red. Nah, mainly because she's a heel and like
and because he wants Knack on more for his little rising sun back.
No, because I said today with SmackDown, didn't I?
Let's not go into
But
that.
yeah, and then for SmackDown, I'd say Bayley, obviously.
I didn't want to say Bayley.
No, I wasn't going to say Asuka or Bayley.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
realistically, Bayley is SmackDown because she's going to be a huge draw for them.
That and the fact that she said I'm free on Tuesday nights on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a big.
Yeah, so
kind
her
of
on the thingy with who else in SmackDown? Now this is like obviously I came up with Alexa Bliss. So yeah, put her on the Raw as well. And I'm gonna say Carmella, and then you have is it Baymella? Baymella. Then you have that team on the SmackDown. So I think that would be quite cool because obviously they get onto like House on Fire. So
That's fair enough.
makes sense. Okay, and then a tag team for each brand from NXT.
Well, that's simple, I suppose. But you got to think about it. But it's you.
Well, I did say American Alpha for Raw, but now I'd say that. I feel as if I should take that statement back, to be perfectly honest.
Well, like agree with the Dudleys when
Yeah.
Dudleys you were like yeah.
But
Is it when you say tag team? It's any? Do you say NXT tag team? Sorry, you did.
there's not many tag teams about NXT, if ever,
Whoa.
which is the issue.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Like,
But a lot of them are like so. At the moment, NXT is in a state of transition because a lot of these ones that are
Because
stars
they've
at the moment
brought so
are
many
leaving.
people up.
They're also bringing in these ones that are like sort of still
It's-
building up.
It's that
so.
plus the draft, I think, as well.
Yeah.
so as it stands, I detract my statement about American Alpha going to Raw.
Well, as the main. Tag
yeah.
team, yeah.
So I'd say, as it stands, Revival Raw,
Yeah.
American
I
Alpha
agree with that.
SmackDown. Again, they'd be a good draw for SmackDown.
Yeah.
See, it depends if they keep them together as well. Like, because I'd like to see Gargano and Ciampa. Ciampa?
Ciampa.
Gargano and Ciampa. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see them on SmackDown as a team.
Okay. But they still got a bit of development to do because I
That's
don't
what I
think
mean,
I don't
like,
think they're
Yes,
exclusively NXT yet.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just throw them on SmackDown as well. Like, because that's why I think the tag team division will be
No, we will be focused now. But
focused. Because you're
Oh,
like
don't make me say it
I'm
again.
surprised actually none of us said the Wyatts for.
no, because
but
they're,
again,
they're a faction, aren't they? Rather
Yeah,
than
but
a
I
tag
mean,
team.
to me, if there to be a tag team there, Rowan and Harper.
Yeah, well,
Rowan and Braun, no. Rowan
Harper and some guy who'll spin kick, and that's it.
Rowan's underrated, but there again, his character's quite restricted, so.
The reason I didn't mention the Whites is just I'm not a fan.
Well, actually,
Like, it's not I don't want to like them. I haven't seen the guy
They haven't
win a
done
match.
Enough. They haven't done enough of them.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I'd also like to see Blake and Murphy on SmackDown.
I was going to say Blake and Murphy, but at the moment it's really hard on NXT because it's like, are
Wait,
they
haven't
splitting
Blake-
up? Are they staying
Yeah,
as a
but the
team?
thing is, like, they can.
But it's like,
they're
if
one
you
of
split
those-
them up,
they
you're
can-
basically
yeah.
making both them jobbers.
And then
That's very
they're
true.
solid. They're solid as a team.
it's because Alexa
But
Bliss is involved.
separate. If they're separate, I think only Buddy Murphy can actually do well.
Yeah.
Blake, I don't see him doing anything as a singles competitor. He is a tag team competitor. So
I'd like to see. It's funny because no one said him yet. I'd love to see Aries and Rude on Raw. That was so good.
You just pleased at least one person listening to us.
At least.
Because every time we see him, he drops the name at least once.
oh yeah, that would be pretty damn
What,
sweet.
dirty
Like,
heels?
it'd bring the dirty heels
Yeah.
back.
I'm just surprised.
Them first the club.
I'm just surprised that none of you
Matching
said
up there.
Rude about NXT because I was gonna say him.
I'll be
Because he
honest,
hasn't made.
I
I still
I know,
say
but-
he hasn't made his TV debut.
I
Yeah,
thought about
same.
saying him like
Because he's not actually signed to
no,
NXT
no,
yet.
but that,
so.
I just thought with Eric Young, but Eric Young.
yeah, I was
was
like,
on
what the
TV.
hell happened to Eric Young? He had one match.
I know,
or something.
well,
the so-called they're in talks for him to maybe him going straight to the main roster.
Okay.
But,
As part of the draft.
Yeah, no, I'm just surprised that no one
Which I'll
said
be,
Rude.
again, if that was to happen, SmackDown.
Yeah, but Aries and Rude, if they were to be a tag again,
Yeah.
that would be awesome on them.
But I don't know if they would do that for the feel of copying TNA too much. But they have to have that one tag team match together.
Yeah, but they've got such good chemistry together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you could argue the same thing with Owens and Zayn.
Yeah, but
like they've been feuding in every brand they've ever been
that's
fighting.
what I mean.
yeah, but it's
see
different because they
WWE.
feuded over a world title, like Rude and Aries, but they haven't feuded like as long or as much as Owens and Zayn.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'd love to see Joe tag with someone and go on to Raw and decimate people.
I'd love. I don't know why I've seen it for a while, but I don't know how well it works. Joe and Corbin.
I would have said like
So that would be quite destructive, but I don't know if.
Nah, if you want destructive, you put Joe and Knack together.
Yeah,
Again,
even then that doesn't.
Joe and Aries.
I was gonna say Aries, but then I thought of Rude. But yeah, no, I'd see Aries and Rude. But other than that,
what about Joe and Owens?
I'd like to see Joe and.
Oh God, no!
Maybe Joe and
I'd
Hideo.
feud those two against
That'd be
each other right then.
It's such a good feud.
Joe,
Actually, they did have a bit of a feud when Joe was face when he came into NXT.
Yeah, like Joe and Hideo would be pretty decent. I think to see. Because then you've got like one guy who can beat you down and like kick you in the corner, you know, like that Enziguri kind of thing, and then Hideo can do like whatever he does.
Okay. So is that your pick?
Yeah, so it's like 2 actual tag teams and then 2 I'd like to see.
Okay, so I would say I'd like to say Blake and Murphy SmackDown, just because it suits them. I'm probably gonna say I'm gonna add another one to SmackDown. That's American Alpha. Even though they could do Raw, I see they have more success on SmackDown. Especially if they're gonna go against the New Day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Great matches. The 5 for Raw, no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Them versus the club.
No flips, just fists.
And
I'm really enjoying the rival at the minute.
And I'm gonna say one that need a lot of development to do. Cause they're still very recent. Authors of Pain for Raw as well.
Who?
Authors of Pain.
I haven't even seen them.
Didn't you watch the last NXT Takeover?
Maybe actually.
The big guys that come in
They're like,
and destroy.
Oh, those guys.
Put them with Samoa Joe and
the guys that destroyed. Yeah, American
anyone in
I
their
was
way.
gonna say Jesus. But I haven't really watched it.
They're like Shield on steroids.
And then and also they have like the guy that was the Legion of Doom's manager for so many years.
Yeah, like they need a bit of development.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you see them on the main roster for another year yet, but there's a lot.
I don't know. They could push him quite soon and make him.
But even then, as singles, I think there's especially when man will be fapping in the corner to him. So
I don't know. Big Cass versus one of them.
Oh God, that would be brutal.
Ridiculous.
You know what Vince will be doing, man.
I don't want to talk about it.
Because or he just died from a loss of blood.
Vince will be doing what Rigdon does every other night.
Yeah,
so.
loss of blood from his brain.
We got this far into the video.
You said we were going to give him crap, and we've barely given him anything.
It's because we've actually stuck to subject for a change.
So when you said about his hand over his mouth, I was going to make a joke, but I thought, no.
Continue with what we're
let's try to stick to subject.
Titles for each brand. This ain't any like added titles.
Oh no, this is easy. This is easy.
So what, out of the existing titles we got, where would they go?
So you got tags, you got the women's, you got the US, you got the Intercontinental, you got the WWE. Right. And I will allow you to split the WWE to WWE World Heavyweight if you wanted.
They kind of need a big belt.
Well, they've kind of done that anyway now, recently, haven't they?
They've recently been calling it WWE Championship,
which kind
even though they should have called it that.
They kind of hint. That kind of hints at the draft. So SmackDown for me will be tag titles, not unless they get their own pair again. But
that's also a change for belts because they're effing hideous.
With existing titles, I'd say tag titles.
I'd say US for SmackDown.
It always used to be Intercontinental, so that'll be interesting.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe tag titles in US, and then the women's title. Sorry, will be swapped between brands.
I know, because I won't be on about introduce a second women's belt anyway.
Maybe, but if not, then obviously it's going to swap brands.
Yeah.
And then you've got like WWE title and the IC belt on Raw, because they're the main titles for.
But then they're trying to make SmackDown great again.
Goes I know, but I was just doing with existing titles.
Yeah,
I didn't want to put in any others.
I think they would probably chuck one of like the Intercontinental or the WWE onto SmackDown.
Yeah, they'll do.
They'll either make the Intercontinental like the new heavyweight title, or they'll like have that.
Well, they'll do what they do like with the IC with the female title and have it on both brands. And SmackDown might get its own tag titles.
Say our WWE belt's gonna be split anyway. and
As in like 2.
yeah, like to have like a WWE World Heavyweight title or something.
Yeah,
And then
WWE Raw title.
Was
WWE
it?
SmackDown title.
that would be crap if they called them
I
that.
don't know if that would work.
That'd be
what
awful.
was it I mentioned earlier? Of a European title, like they did back in the bloody 90s.
Yeah, but that's just like what. Like,
But then again, they got. That's one thing that's always annoying me about the US titles because Intercontinental, it's technically Intercontinental world, so that includes US. So it technically is superior to US.
Okay, no, fair enough.
So that means it'd be superior to you European. So, but if you'd have your like to me it'd be European Raw, US SmackDown if they were to bring back European. But yeah.
That's fair enough. And as I said, they need another women's belt of some description. Not quite sure what way.
Women's tag. That's the only thing that I think you can add to the women's tag title, especially if you have Baymella being the champions now.
I think they should do maybe a trial period with it. If it doesn't work, just bin it.
Okay.
Because I mean that's what TNA did.
Yeah.
Is it nice?
I think it's quite hard for women because I feel it's unfair that they're both. That all women are fighting just for one title. They need another title, really. But it's like
now that the roster of females is obviously bigger, yeah.
It's not like you can have female heavyweight and female cruiserweight because it just doesn't make sense. So it's like it's hard. I don't know what titles you could add to the women's.
So do you know a 320-pound like Brock Lesnar female?
What kind?
She's not with the company, mate.
Still.
They know what happened to her.
She got pregnant
and then lied about a baby dying, and then they released her.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
When she went back to teenage for a short period, and then now she's doing different things. She's not wrestling anymore.
She's doing independent stuff, isn't she?
No, I don't think she's totally giving it time in now.
Don't blame her.
Anyhow, right.
Yeah. So where have you picked yours?
I picked mine first.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I knew what I wanted straight away.
We've both given our opinions, so you're the best to give yours.
Because I work with existing titles rather than like adding another title.
I theoretically split a title, but apart from that,
I used to like days when they had tons of titles. There was loads of titles. I feel 5 titles ain't enough, but
don't bring back the
I
internet title.
WWE, I would have as the only title that's shared between brands.
So rather than splitting, you'd say keep it.
But then again,
keep it a one brand.
No.
It'd be passed brand to brand.
Oh.
But that's going to be hard, especially when there's now going to be a pay-per-view every 2 weeks.
Oh.
There's a lot of work for just one, so...
It took me 3 settings to watch Money of the Bank.
Is,
I wasn't able to keep up that many pay-per-views.
If they were to make a WWE heavyweight title, make it a brand new title. Don't use the old gold belt.
Why not?
Because...
Oh my good God, I can't believe you said that.
No, they killed that belt.
Maybe so,
They made it so insufficient, it's...
Yeah, but it's still awesome.
So, I wouldn't have 2 WWE titles, I wouldn't have... to be honest, I'll make it 2 heavyweight titles.
Yeah.
So 2 WWE heavyweight titles, but not really call them Raw and SmackDown, but call them different to an extent, but obviously they're 2 titles at the top sort of thing.
And coming down front, we have Dean Ambrose with Lenny title, and then Bray Wyatt with the Carl title.
Lovely use of the Simpsons there.
Okay.
It's the only thing I can think of the
what about this?
Names relating.
The big gold belt and the big silver belt.
Yeah, that works.
It's different enough.
But
yeah.
Fun fact, kids, if you unwrap this, a giant chocolate coin.
Again, I'd be kind of different. I'd put the US on SmackDown and IC on Raw.
So you'd agree with me on that bit?
Just because it'd be a bit different, because it's always been IC, SmackDown, US, Raw. I can understand that logic, but I've always loved the IC title and I've always loved Raw. So I've always wanted it to be on that brand. Then I'd have obviously tag titles on SmackDown because I think that's where the tags are gonna thrive. And then you have obviously the women's title on Raw. But then obviously what I'd add into this is you'd have a new women's title on SmackDown. But obviously, like I was just saying earlier, what sort of women's title? I don't know. But a women's title of some sort, like being the other one on SmackDown, and then you have a trio tag title because there's a lot more trios coming up now.
So I have a faction belt,
obviously you got technically at the moment it's the Warriors.
He stole this idea from Lucha Underground.
Oh, it's
Lucha Underground do a title.
I did not know that. Yeah, so yeah, you had the Warriors at the moment are technically a 3-piece, even though they're technically a 4-piece. New Day Club.
I don't think Francesca counts. She's not a real person. You said New Day are like a 4-person faction.
What is a 4?
I thought you said New Day. I was like, you know, an instrument doesn't count.
So yeah, I'd probably put, because the tag titles were on SmackDown, I'd put a trio title on Raw, or vice versa, because I said New Day and SmackDown might be more sense putting it over that way. But yeah, so I'd add another tag title and I'd add another women's title. Yeah, but even though I'd love to see maybe a TV title, because WWE never done it, I'd love to see the Cruiserweight come back, because they've got a thriving pool of Cruiserweights at the moment. You know, I know Will hates this.
You hate the idea.
I hate the idea of both of those belts you just said.
Just look at it. I mean, Neville, Sane, I mean, Sin Cara, Kalisto.
I get like where you're going with it, but if
There's
they all
so
fight,
many
if
cruiserweights
they're all
at the
fighting
moment.
for the US and IC belt, there's no point bringing in another belt.
I know what you say.
I get that, but
alright,
yeah.
Tom, if you're going by that logic,
Go make your own company.
then if you're going to use that logic, what you want to do?
FTW.
You want to pull all those people back into NXT and turn NXT into the new WCW.
It's new TNA at the moment, isn't it? So
Yeah, because then you can have the TV title.
NXT is the more successful TNA. I'm actually putting out. It's the more successful TNA.
I don't know if I can accept that statement, to be honest. But
Is that because we know TNA once was amazing?
It
It was better.
When
It was
had
better than
unique
WWE.
six-sided ring.
from 2006 to about 2010, it was great.
Maybe not even that. Maybe like even before that.
Really?
Yeah.
04 to 09, isn't it?
I'd probably say even
04 to 11 maybe.
05
maybe 11 I think is the last year actually.
05 to
potential.
like 08, 09. Prime years.
Well, Daniel Styles, Samoa Joe. No, Aries wasn't in there, was he?
Aries, like
Just coming in it then.
Suicide,
Shark Boy!
Sanjay Dutt, Consequences Creed,
Hate Shark Boy.
Oh god, what's his name?
and Jay Lethal.
Shelley Saban.
Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns.
Scatstown.
Yeah, the main event. You had the main event Mafia, which is like Steiner, Hall, Sting, Booker T.
Wait, where was Scott Hall next day? NXT TNA even.
He was in it. He wasn't in part of the main event Mafia, but he was in it. He was like part of the Kings of Wrestling with Nash and Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, was he?
Jeff Jarrett is a guy that I friggin' miss. I tell you that now.
Global Force, mate.
I just can't wait till Global Force get a TV deal. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, bit of Marty Scroll.
Bit of Jeff Jarrett.
Anyhow, alright, come on.
Love you, Marty. Yeah, so NXT, even though, because obviously that will, I think after this draft happens, it will become even more developmental than it is now, even though we still have a brand enough status to be, classes.
You reckon it'll still do like shows and pay per view?
Yes, and all that, but it would be a massive change when it does happen.
It'll be
But then
almost
when they start getting a few established wrestlers in there,
it'll
like, I
almost
think
be a
also
completely
will be
new
established in there for a while and stuff like that.
Like a new roster, wouldn't
I
it?
think it would be
I think.
okay. If you could add a title to NXT, because I feel that
Well, from any title you've ever heard of.
any title, I feel they're just lacking a title.
I
feel 3 titles. I think 4 would suffice there. Like, because I feel like basically you got tag teams and you got NXT. You need kind of like its own kind of intercontinental. It's
Oh, you mean
like
just
mid-card title?
Just for NXT?
Yeah, like an NXT mid-card title.
I don't know. But weirdly enough, I'm actually happy with what the belt is.
Yeah, I'm happy with how it is, but I feel like a mid-card title, it would give Ty Dillinger a lot more opportunities.
I'll be honest. At this exact moment in time, the date is
7th.
Yeah.
No,
it's
3rd
not.
of July.
Why the hell is my computer set to American time? Good job. But yeah, it's the 3rd of July. I'm happy with who's got the belts I've met as well. And NXT's at a point where it's like, okay, right, we're losing talent because they're all being promoted.
So you wouldn't add a title? Is that
No,
that's what you're saying?
I'm saying I'm happy with NXT as it is.
It's another Lucha Underground idea. I just really, really like the idea of the whole you get like medals. You win medals in a match.
Yeah.
And when it's like slots, and it's like on this belt, and when the slots are full, they have like this massive, I don't know if it's like a battle royal or like a giant 6-man match, and whoever wins gets the belt.
Okay.
I think that's a really cool idea.
So what?
You have like qualifying matches.
You earn merits in matches,
and then you put them in the belt, and that's you in that match.
Okay.
I think that's a really cool idea. Like it's like qualifying.
You could almost apply that to like a number one contender.
Yeah,
it's basically a tournament-based belt.
Basically, I think that's a really cool idea.
See, what I would add,
and then maybe you could trade the belt in for an actual world
basically,
shot.
NXT is the indie version of WWE.
I
would
basically what you're saying is that belt is your money in the bank briefcase.
Almost, because like I know TNA did it at one point. It's like you could because I think Aries was the first guy to do it when he was in TNA, is you win the X Division title, and then when they had that X Division pay-per-view, you could cash it in for a title shot. I thought it was a cool idea, because it's just different from doing it with a case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll do is, because obviously...
Obviously for NXT, not for the main roster.
It wouldn't really be a new title for NXT, but whereas, like, you know, King of the Ring, that was always prestigious and all that. Like, it was a tournament-based event, and you won something through it, and stuff like that. Kind of like that, because this year is the first year that NXT TakeOver are having a number 2, which is Brooklyn 2.
Yeah.
So host that Brooklyn, make that like a yearly event where you have it before SummerSlam. You have
It
doesn't have to necessarily be before SummerSlam, because obviously SummerSlam ain't always going to be in
That'll
Brooklyn.
be their big thing.
But,
Brooklyn will be.
TakeOver Brooklyn will be the big
because it's the
thing.
It's
but
like their WrestleMania, isn't it? It's the Origins.
Yeah. Not have like King of the Rings, but have like your own, like what recently was in New Japan, that's Super Juniors and stuff like that, where you get given a trophy at the end of it.
Yeah.
But it's some sort of tournament, and obviously
Like
through winning that, you get a shot at the
Dusty Tag title.
So kind of like mixing the Super Juniors with and the Dusty Tag title with the King of the Ring.
It's kind of
basically the winner gets a shot.
It's like it's like our ideas put together.
Yeah, it's basically like a tournament,
a different
tournament title.
Yeah,
really.
like,
and they do it yearly.
That's basically that.
Just to throw out, just because you said at Dusty tournament. What does winning the Honor of Draft Battle Memorial actually account for? What did Baron Corbin gain out of winning?
What does any of them gain?
What's the main roster purse? Well, get on to the main roster.
I was going to say, this isn't me, it's like in Baron Corbin, this is me actually asking a question.
I don't think it actually has something...
What's any winner?
I don't think it's got something like involved with it, but when Corbin won it, he went up to the main roster.
No, that was basically his main roster debut.
Yeah, when Cesaro won it, like, he was being pushed against Cena and
Cesaro...
Yeah, that really good feud with RVD.
I love it that Cesaro had won that, and obviously was the first winner of it. Downside was that they decided we're going to split him off from what are they called? The one with Jack Swagger. What was his team called? Not We the People. They had a team name.
That was the We the People thing.
Yeah, like they had a team name. I can't remember. But yeah, split him from that. Put him with Paul Heyman. Yes, okay, fine. But that was
Paul Heyman
wrong,
every single
wrong
time.
point to put Paul Heyman with him because he was just boasting about Lesnar breaking the streak.
Lesnar just broke the streak, and every time he mentioned
if Lesnar didn't break the streak, then I would have been more than happy with that. Because every week he was like, my client Brock Lesnar, but it's like, and then Cesaro's just there behind him like, we're going to talk about me, so I'm technically with you, so you should be endorsing me, not Lesnar, because Lesnar's
I completely agree with that.
I completely agree. That's it annoyed me. But, yes, it was, I like the Andre Giant Battle Royale, and I like it that every year one extra person gets added, because it's obviously to go with how many, whatever. So obviously you had WrestleMania 30, which was 30 competitors. 31 was 31 competitors. 32 was 32 competitors. That's how I believe it's been working.
Jesus Christ.
Including
I think until it will get to like about 35, and I don't think, well, maybe, no, until they probably get to about 40, and then they probably
of course, when it gets to
then
WrestleMania 50,
no one will be able to move, it'll be like, just push the person,
like WrestleMania 50, Undertaker will still be there, then have to compete in that, and
yeah.
And then all of us will be there like...
There should be some sort of like, you get a title shot, it doesn't have, maybe not, you get a mid-card title shot even.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, like, it would be like, like get a title shot for either US or Intercontinental.
So basically, to answer your question, no, it doesn't really do anything.
Okay, right.
It's just basically an event.
It's an accolade.
Yeah, okay. It's to acknowledge Andre the Giant, but also
to acknowledge you, the next potential star, I suppose.
The next next survivor, I guess I would say, because obviously you've survived 30 odd people in the Battle Royale sort of thing. It's not like because it's Battle Royale based. It's not like tournament based. So
if they do stuff like that, they should just like have someone in the ring with Brock Lesnar.
I really want to bring back, like last year they fucked the King of the Ring by announcing it 2 days before they started it and then doing nothing with Wade Barrett. But I love King of the Ring.
In fact, it was a lot shorter format as well.
Yeah, it was like rather than it being 16, it was down to 8. Wasn't it? Yeah.
Anyhow, right.
But yeah.
You got any more questions?
All I was gonna say is, going more on the side of games, is what packs would you like in the season pass this year? Like, it can only be one pack if you want it, but obviously you would have. I think every year now should have an NXT pack. Don't call it Future Star pack. Call it an NXT pack.
No, Future Star packs was wank.
Yeah. So.
I don't know, because all the people I wanted on last year's edition is on this year's.
I was going to say,
it's going to be a lot harder this year.
I have no idea.
The only people that we wanted last year.
With the horsewomen.
Yeah, was horsewomen, and we all unanimously agreed.
We're gonna get them.
Why aren't they on there?
They said last year that they're going to be in this year's.
Yeah, when it was at E3, Banks was one of the people they introduced as one of the first characters.
Right,
it was
only people.
Cena and Warrior.
And Bella and Bray. Well,
Yeah, they were the two people who were scanned first, I think.
Yeah.
The only people I'm worried about being in it are like Nakamura, who I don't know if he joined at the right time or not.
Yeah, he arrived in Dallas. Like,
Yeah,
Aries
well,
going to be in it.
If they aren't,
honest,
they should be.
To be honest, yeah, I was going to say, if they're not in the actual main game, they're going to be in a pack.
That's what
No doubt about
they're
it.
the people I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, because everyone else has been there for. Yeah, they've not really had any real new people, like, apart from No Way Jose and.
Yeah,
that,
I was going to say, No Way
Andres
Jose,
Cien.
I think will be in a pack. I think that CN will be in the pack.
Authors of Pain or whatever you said right now is.
They wouldn't be in until next year.
They're not established enough. I think, yeah,
In fact, they came out so late as well.
Even though I'd love to see him in it.
Yeah, Elias Sampson's probably going to be in a part of an expansion.
I just want to see Tyson
Elias
Dillinger's
Sampson will be in there.
I just want to see Dillinger's
Dillinger will
entrance.
be in there. But the actual pack, yeah, I think at the moment it will be Aries and Nak at the very least.
Yeah.
Are we all just gonna say that we can't wait to watch that Enzo and Cass's entrance for like another game running?
Yep.
Because the fact that it's just so
And
good.
Carmella's entrance as well.
Well, I don't know.
She's going to be in it.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Melissa's going to be in it, which she should be in it.
I know, but still, like, just Enzo and Cass's entrance in general.
I pitch,
I
I
don't know if
could
they can remember
watch
Beauty, but-
that
Beauty.
every time.
and not get bored of it.
Yeah.
Same here.
Like-
Same here, because you don't know what he's going to wear. It's one of the things, you don't know how his hair's going to look.
It's just the fact that people say how overnew they are, and yeah, I honestly think if they pushed Enzo and Cass, they'd hit that same level.
They don't need pushing because of how over they are
But
already.
it is people say how you tell how over Balor is because everyone does his entrance.
Yeah.
Everyone does Enzo and Cass's entrance.
Yeah, I know, but like people like physically obviously do it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and you can't teach
Yeah,
that.
that's what I mean,
Every
yeah.
single guy in the audience is doing it. It's like,
Guy, girl, and child.
exactly.
Stop.
But,
And it's such a joy to watch it happen.
It's cool because the fact that like Cena like did it with them as well, like in NXT.
But more like it's not really more like season pass stuff. But in the next game, I'd like to see through doing obviously the My Career things. You obviously all you unlock like the way it has been in the past few years. Like you do certain challenges of stuff that are in like the main like the like scenario bits like the 2K season mode and whatever that, and you unlock like say one piece per each challenge. Then I would like a sort of a way, maybe even do it through my universe, is by getting points and you can buy, guess technically skin packs off like this certain like not WWE shop but from its
in-game store.
like
They used to do that with the original
the
games.
FIFA shop.
Yeah.
FIFA, like that. So you unlock points.
They used to
and you
do
can
that.
buy like sort of different John Cena skins, different. So you have like you don't have to do all these challenges to unlock. Like I understand doing these challenges to unlock specific skins that are like
for
specific
that pay per view or that.
but
that
ones that are just
time.
like general like sort of like WWE actually make variation of skins for. They don't have to do it for all wrestlers, but just like this is like say John Cena, blimmin'.
What?
Wait, say that again.
John Cena,
and like move packs.
Del Rio. Maybe move packs. Yeah, I don't really like.
No, but from what you're saying, move packs would be in it because people who make
only
the
move packs
characters.
But
ever worth
basically,
doing
do
was
like
one for Kimura Clutching.
Or like
But
the
basically-
arm lock.
Yeah.
the Lesnar.
Like which what game was that? Was that
The
2008?
Kimura lock. There was like no.
9?
Oh,
2K12 things.
yeah.
13.
Was it that
12,
way?
12, 13.
I just remember because when we were playing it,
Because
it's
that's
like,
when
well,
you could actually use that ultimate submission.
Yeah.
like, with it. Otherwise, it was just a normal move.
But yeah, it's like like do something like FIFA shop in WWE. I would like that. Like it gives you a bit more to unlock.
That's what it is, isn't it? The
Because
FIFA catalog.
there was so much to unlock in 2K17. I haven't unlocked it all, but I mean,
16,
it's like I
17,
felt like
isn't
all
it?
of it was specific to Stone Cold, and I want more.
Well, yeah, because the game was about
variety.
him.
I want more variety. Like even unlock like in the FIFA shop, like say the WWE shop, because they could call it that because there is a WWE shop online, so you could kind of like sort of mimic that. on the actual
WWE
game.
Eurostore.
Well, it wouldn't be Eurostore. They probably just call it WWE shop because obviously it's.
They used to do that because you have to go and buy
and then,
like
you can unlock like
props and
sort
tops
of
and stuff
certain
like that. Like,
arenas and stuff like
yeah,
that. So
you
like,
had to do that on the GameCube,
like,
like Day of Reckoning and
with
stuff
NXT,
like that.
they use the NXT and
Must
they
have been
use just
18 and
generic
19.
NXT takeover thing. But you could unlock different sort of NXT ones that have been used in the past, like the one from Respect where it had the massive, like the longer walkway and stuff like that. It's just like, or like you have the NXT Brooklyn arena, which was obviously, it didn't actually, the ring or anything wasn't that bigger, but the actual scenery around was a lot bigger because it was a bigger stadium. And it's like, just like add more variety in what you can, and you get the choice of what you want to buy or not. Like on the FIFA shop, all I really buy is kits. Because sometimes I'll buy the actual football design packs, just more cosmetic stuff.
Yeah,
really. And it's just like, I don't really want to buy all these.
We can talk about them cosmetic
season plus things.
To be fair, cosmetic stuff does go down very well.
Oh yeah.
Like I think that's where Overwatch thrives. That all the unlockables are just cosmetic, so you don't.
To be fair, think about the sorts of games I play. Lots of fighting games, for example, have infinite costume packs.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Because people.
Dead or Alive 5, for instance.
Dead or Alive 5 has more costume packs than anything on Earth.
That's because they keep releasing them like every other
the
month
game's,
or something.
Since that original Cut Factor game, it's like 3+ years old, and they're still pumping DLC out for it weekly.
Yep.
That's like, what the hell?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
But yeah, I will state though is that obviously a lot of these games now do it by microtransactions. They're not these packs by microtransactions. I want in-game coins.
Yeah.
I don't want microtransactions. I want in-game.
And packs, not having to buy everything separately. Like packs, bundle packs are good.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can do like
But they probably will do it like individually.
But as long as they don't do that way, I think they did it in I think it was WWE 12 where it was each character had to be bought separately, unless you had the season pass. Like each DLC character that came out, it wasn't in a pack. It came like you had to buy each one separately, which it was okay if you only wanted to say one person in that pack. But
I had that game very briefly. Yeah. I bought it like a year after it came out, and it came with a season pass in the case. I played it twice. I was like, yeah.
And that's the story of Kyle.
Getting a free season pass, mate.
Yeah, and that's that story ends.
But I feel 2K17 is gonna be, I'm gonna say it, fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the potential to be massive.
Last one came with 120 characters. This one I was gonna say 160 plus.
Oh,
is that with copies?
I think a lot of that will be added to the NXT.
Is that like doubles and triples?
That better not be like 3 Stone Colds and 3 Undertakers again.
No, that'll be soul characters.
Because it is. Last game
it's gonna have styles now.
Yeah, but the game before that did as well. The game before that did.
It's gonna have
I think the last one that I remember, I think generally you get 2 Shawn Michaels and 2 Undertakers, generally. But beginning because Shawn Michaels is retired now, you're not going to get 2 of him.
I don't know about that.
You reckon?
You can still have it. They can still put it in.
I suppose.
Why wouldn't you put it in?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I feel like they 2K14, no, 15, when they first brought in NXT, was 8 characters. It was, it was 6, no, 8. Corey Graves, Neville, Sane.
Tyson Kidd
Was counting NXT for some reason.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze.
Wyatt?
No, because he was already in
He was Raw, wasn't he?
Yeah, and I think there was someone else as well.
Yeah, because we did that. Do you remember we did that? Like Armageddon, Hell in a Cell. It was still.
Yeah. And then there was the next one had a lot more, but they're still missing. Like Ty Dillinger was in the company at that point. They never put him in.
Right. Sorry to interrupt, Tom. We've nearly an hour of talking.
Yeah,
we need to wrap this up.
Yeah. But yeah, all I'm saying is basically they need to add in like all these ones that have been mainstays in NXT for years.
So do it.
So yeah, that would be great. But yeah, so as Carl just mentioned, we're wrapping up nearly an hour here. So this was technically our first official BossCast. Yeah,
maybe.
In as much as we'll like say.
It depends if you want to call it that. It depends. Depends on that.
But anyway,
I suppose we are the BossFella cast.
I was gonna say
BossFella cast. Exactly. BossCast. It's like something about it. It's not a podcast. It's a BossCast. But yeah, it's technically been our first official BossCast, and hope you enjoyed it. When 2K17 comes out, you'll be taken to Suplex City because Brock Lesnar's on the front cover. Because we didn't mention that before. Yeah, we didn't mention that before.
No, we didn't.
So it's unique to have him on the front cover.
It's also because
I thought it was going to be Reigns. I was fearing it's going to be Reigns. I was hoping Rollins, but
it's just because it's like mainstream and that everyone knows him from around.
If you watched the pre-order trailer of the Goldberg, you saw a reflection in the police car window of Suplex City, which was a hint to
God,
Lesnar being on the cover. But yeah, so
And
you'll be
also
taking
Brock
Suplex
Lesnar.
City in October. I think it's about October 30th, usually date that they release it. And we will see you next time.
Bye!